It's no secret that EU4 Leviathan had a rocky start. There's a lot of bugs, but they're working through them. 1.31.1 is out, and 1.31.2 should be coming very soon. Today I want to look at 10 things that you might have missed in the DLC and the patch. These are quality of life improvements and other really cool little things that have been added that I think there's a lot of people have glossed over. I'm really excited about some of these things, and I think they really add to EU4's gameplay. Now, this is not focusing on the large-scale features of the patch and the DLC, the mission trees, the monuments, those sorts of things. If you guys would like to see a list of the best features in Leviathan, especially after the bug fixes, I'd love to do a video like that. But this is just focusing on little things that will make your experience better, but a lot of people don't even realize. So, if you like this kind of content and you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe. Comment down below with ideas on what you'd like to see, and let's get started. One really cool thing is that you can now check on the Declare War screen even when you don't have any diplomats available, or if you're in something like a regency where you're not actually able to declare war, but you can come in here to look at strengths and plan to see if one of your allies will join, or these sorts of things. This is really good. I love it. They've also buffed innovativeness gain. Previously, if you took a tech first or ahead of time for people, you would get +2 innovativeness. Now it's +4, as you can see there. And if you take an idea first, you're going to get +2 innovativeness. Additionally, they've added to the time frame that you can get the additional innovativeness. Instead of 90 days as it was previously, you can get it at 365 days. This is going to add a lot more innovativeness into the game. If you don't know, innovativeness reduces all power costs, plus it gives you some army and navy tradition decay. It doesn't seem like a lot, but once you stack innovativeness up to 100, it can be quite impactful. Now, this change has to do with how and who you can co-belligerent in a war. Now, previously in a position like this, where you were playing Muscovy, you had an ally of Ryazan, you want to eat Tver, he's allied to Ryazan. You could use this as a cheeky way in which to co-belligerent your own ally and eat them both in the same war. Unfortunately now, though, you're not able to click this co-belligerent button. You cannot declare a country you're allied with as a co-belligerent. This is a little bit of a limiter for you. However, the co-belligerent system has been added to in your favor in other cases. If you're attacking someone who has allies, you can co-belligerent them and then co-belligerent their allies. And in doing this, you could actually stack all kinds of people. Now, of course, I could not handle these wars currently, but in certain situations, this could get pretty nuts. It does always default to the top of the page. That's a little annoying, but I find that very interesting. And you could use it to make a lot of money, pull a lot of div into your capital, those sorts of things. Now, this next change pertains to heirs. When you have a weak claim heir, really any heir, you should be able to now tell the exact legitimacy of your heir. Additionally, at the end of every month, that heir should gain some legitimacy. This means that if you keep a weak claim heir around for a long time, they will eventually be seen as a strong claim. This is a significant buff to monarchies, in my opinion, and works into the new regency system. If you were to die falling into a regency without a consort, instead of going a full regency, you'll now be giving an estate influence regency. In this case, this is a nobility regency because the nobles hold the largest amount of land. Depending on who you get for your regency, you'll get different events, and you can also extend the regency in certain situations, possibly such as this, where the monarch points are in a favor that you would like. However, if it's not a consort regency, you still can't declare wars. Let me know if you guys are interested in a video about the new regency system in EU4, because I'd love to investigate it further. Now, one of the cool features that they added late game in Emperor was the ability to become a Hegemon. 3 hegemonies. In this case, we would be taking naval hegemony. In the past, once you took naval hegemon, everybody hated you. And in this case, they will. -100 hegemony. However, no longer will your subjects take this hit. They will remain without hating you because you took hegemony. Previously, they would take the same 100 relations hit as everyone else in the game, which made it incredibly difficult to integrate any subjects or even to keep most subjects loyal. So I think that's a really good change that makes the hegemony a lot more useful in the late game. Now, I don't know about you, but I find being raided in this game very frustrating. You have to dev to get rid of the devastation, or you have to defend yourself with your navies to stop them from raiding you in the first place. Now, of course, you're not always going to have your navies free, and it can just be super annoying when they snipe you when you're using your navy for just a second and they come and they raid you like crazy. There's a couple of ways that they've improved this in this patch. One is if I were to say go to war with Tunis and get a truce with him, he's not allowed to raid me during that truce. Additionally, if I were to build the coastal defense and naval battery buildings in this province, that province would be protected from naval raids. As you can see there, it says blocks slave raids there, even if we don't have a truce. I think this is a great improvement. Now, if they could just automate the raiding when you are the one raiding, we'd be all the way there, I think. Now, this one's a little bit interesting. Sometimes I like to turn off all of my forts. Might be a thing you want to do, save money when you're at peace, those sorts of things. But sometimes you have an enemy and you're afraid that they might snipe your forts and that sort of thing. So, of course, you got to turn those back on. But our garrison's gone. That sucks. It'd be nice if we could turn off all of our forts except a couple. Well, we have the ability to do that now. Click this. Click this. Now, all our forts are on for war, blah, 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 blah. Turn them off, and the two that we have said shouldn't be turned off don't get turned off when we mothball all the rest of the forts. Small, but interesting. I thought maybe you might have missed it. This one might excite you audiophiles out there. We actually received 6 new songs in the Leviathan DLC. 3 pertain to North America, and 3 are themed towards Southeast Asia. Now, I've actually been playing them throughout this video. I think they're really good. My favorite is American Soul. Hopefully I remember to have it playing right now, but basically it is a song that sounds a lot like a Native American tribal dance around a fire that builds into a battle scene reminiscent of more European-styled music as cultures clash and those sorts of things. It's a really good song, and I'm quite impressed. Several of these are good, though, as well. Discoveries Revealed, I have fond memories of as well. Let me know what you guys think. Did you know that there were new songs? They don't seem to have put that in most of the promos and the listings of what's in this DLC. This change has to do with centers of trade. Now, previously you could upgrade these centers of trade from level 1 to level 2 for 200 ducats, and from level 2 to level 3 for 1,000 ducats. Now, these numbers are still the same. They can still be modified by a few ideas, but now you also have to have a certain amount of dev in the province to allow you to upgrade. You can see I'm unable to upgrade this, even if I had the money. Can't click it. Not able to, because I don't have 15 dev in the province. Now, if I move over here to Poznan, I dev one time here, we've got 15 dev. I am able to upgrade it, but I can't go to level 3. Even though I have the money, I'm not able to go to level 3 because I need 30 dev in the province to go to level 3. Can't do it. Gotta have 30 dev. So this will really modify the deving meta, especially in MPs. You're going to see people deving with whatever modifiers they can get up to 30 dev in one province, so that the rest of the state can then be devved with the negative 10% from the level 3 trade center. So this is really interesting. It's the only nerf to dev cost that I think they've added in a long time. Unfortunately, it's not that big of a nerf. We'll see if maybe later they could do some bigger nerfs, something like that. What do you guys think of that? Now, this entry on the list is really a catch-all for all the new flags that they've added to the game. There are a bunch, and they give you a lot of really cool information. There's 2 new ones that I've got here, really 3, as this one says you can convert to Catholic, and it will change to different religions if you have different religions that you can convert to. Here we have an unassigned merchant. A lot of countries start with 1 or more unassigned merchants. That's nice to know. If your trade companies fluctuate and you lose a merchant and get it back, you're going to want to know that, and sometimes you don't notice it over here. That's really nice. And then this one is super cool. This one's letting you know that there's an enemy, his fleet here. He's trying to land on our province. I was trying to fight him off, but I think he's going to kill us. It's just letting us know that we have an imminent invasion. This can be really useful in a world conquest where you have troops all across the world and you need to know if someone's going to land on you. This will let you, if you're zoomed in over here, it'll zoom you right to the place where troops are about to land. One of the best, in my opinion. Now here's the Spain game that I showed you guys a little bit earlier, and 2 of the flags here are shown. One is you can claim naval hegemon. This would work for any of the hegemonies if you are eligible for them. It highlights here obviously, but it's nice to get a flag here. Additionally, I have this flag here letting me know that I can build a great project. In this case, just the 3 canals are able to be built in the game currently. As in built from they don't exist to then you can then make them. This is pretty cool that there's a flag for this, and I'm hoping that means that in the future they'll make it so you can build a lot more of the monuments. Now, like I said earlier, I decided not to include monuments or any of the other large features of Leviathan in this video. It's supposed to be what you might have missed, and you've probably already seen those. But if you guys would like to see a video on the best features of Leviathan, because there are so many that are getting overshadowed, I think, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know if you have any other ideas for lists like this or guides that you'd like to see. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, one final thing. I made the thumbnail and then I realized there's nothing about France in this video. So I looked around to try to see if I could find something for France, and I did. There's an event now called The Fate of Joan of Arc. And this was not in 1.30, I just went back and checked. It's not a very big event, it just adds where if you are able to fulfill this, you're going to get, I think, some prestige and legitimacy. Not even that much, but it's a cool, historically based flavor event. I'm wondering if there's more of these that I haven't known about. I'd be interested to know if you guys know about them. I think adding stuff like this really adds to the flavor, especially for people that enjoy history, and that's the reason why they play EU4 and other Paradox games. So yeah, stuff like that is a cool addition. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. How about checking out one of the other videos on the screen? Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. It really helps out the channel. Comment down below with other videos you'd like to see, or head on over to the Discord. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.